Griot probably needs to run a verification check on this point.
Gate verification initiated.
Input on my command.
Affirmative.
Political deviation point.
Political deviation point. 1811 German Coast Slave Revolt is successful.
Genetic deviation point.
Genetic deviation point. Non-essential electro vampirism.
Gate coordinates number.
Gate coordinates 336 Moja
No.
1.
No, this is not Moja 1.
Please explain.
Why hasn't it happened yet? Since my 32nd birthday, there hasn't been a day that I haven't in some way asked myself that same question. How many more successful projects need to be seen by how many more of the right kind of people? How many more passionately underfunded projects? How many more articles in how many more journals? When you see others have it for far less work and far less questions, you start to ask yourself, why am I not there yet? Maybe you'll never be. What then? What then?
Yo.
What?
Prospect up in Smalls tonight? I know you always say no. I just figured I'd ask. I don't know. No, you're right. I'm your boss, so, I shouldn't be doing this. Bye.
Wait.
What?
This isn't about what you think it's about. And I know by the end of this, you'll think that it is, but it isn't. This isn't about you. It isn't about compromise. It's about being right, and I'm right. You'll see I'm right, and maybe even at the end of this, deep down, agree with me. I was right before you. The problem is that no one ever sees it until they see you.
But this isn't about me.
The High Court ruled that the DAW's use of past alt-world recordings do not violate the Fifth Amendment, and though they cannot be used to convict, alt-world recordings can be used to solicit federal search warrants and subpoenas. In a press conference yesterday, President Obama agreed with the ruling, announcing that the Department of Alternative Worlds will be working in conjunction with the Justice Department. She believes this will ensure criminal cases involving alt-world evidence will be handled fairly. A 2065 study from the Consumer Affairs Bureau shows that over 70% of Americans own at least one recordable sight device, a 15% increase since 2030. That's a fact cited by the ACLU's Jamil Jaffa, who remarked on the High Court ruling earlier today.
And now the surveillance is not individualized, it's not targeted.
Like, if you're a slut, you're a slut.
No, see, that's exactly what they're trying to work against.
Who?
You know,
Who's trying to fight against her?
women, allies of women, people who like equality.
Okay, listen to me. Bro, don't get brainwashed by all this man-hating bullshit. Because that's what it is. I mean, when did a compliment, a harmless compliment, become sexual harassment? Everything nowadays is sexual harassment.
It's not a compliment, it's solicitation.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? You know, you're pretty smart, bro.
All right. So what's your numbers?
For the prosser, I got a quote by her mama, Sasha Obama I. You?
Oh, cool. I got 10 and a quote from Audre Lorde Omega.
What's your Tubman?
For 25, I think our policy shift will bend towards conservation and austerity, with the ban on police being lifted, but only on the Sia reservations.
I got a policy shift on conservation and austerity too, but with hunting being allowed only on Sia reservations.
Wow.
It's not wow. Hurry up, it's about to start. What is your smalls? Quick.
Oh, we're doing 100?
Yeah, it's smalls on de facto de jure. That's how it's played.
Yeah, but I thought that... Okay. Whatever. For 100, I have de jure at pure consumption being decriminalized.
You mean full?
No. Trump, no, that's murder. I mean everything up to that.
Everything up to...
Is that what you have?
What?
Full consumption. Is that what you have?
That's what I have.
Okay. Willow. You know, I'll take the easy win. That's fine. Wow.
Stop saying wow.
I don't know.
All right.
Look, man, I don't mean any offense by the whole ghetto thing. You know, I'm just saying.
Okay. It looks like we have just a few minutes before this show gets interrupted with an emergency broadcast, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a bathroom break, all right?
3, 2, 1.
We interrupt our program at the request of the White House. This is the emergency broadcast system. All normal broadcasting has been discontinued during this emergency.
Hello, sisters, siblings, brothers, family. Good evening. You know, before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to speak frankly with you. As our grandmothers would say, let's rap for a sec.
What? I think they...
Oh, yes, they did. Why wouldn't you wear tribal markings for this?
Is this some sort of appeal to the everyday Issei-ike?
Maybe. And yet? You see that?
No one is stealing her thoughts. She is the president.
That's power. If you can afford to not wrap your hair around anyone at all. Oh. They're either close, paid, or afraid.
Or you could just not run for office, or have a high-profile job, or you could just cut your hair. I mean, growing your hair out in our line of work is just hubris.
You, my fellow Americans, sitting right now in front of some TV, or quite more often than not, laying in bed with your laptop. You and I, we as a nation have been through a lot. But we can't let the world swallow us up. Not now. Not after what we've been through. It wouldn't be worth it to give up now. A revolution is not a one-time event. My mom used to quote that Audre Lorde line to me growing up, and I never understood why. Not until, well, you know.
Of course you would.
All right. Well, since we both got Prosser and within a 5-second range, that means we both get the point. We got to tally up. But whoever wins the next point wins the whole round.
I know.
Oh.
Stop talking when she's talking.
Folks, it's gonna take more than one try to get through this, but we will. We will. For the tools of the master will never dismantle the master's house. Another quote. My promise to every single one of you watching right now is we will find better tools. And I do understand what you are feeling now. I felt the same way too. As a leader, it is important to be honest about yourself to the people you serve. But let me tell you something else about myself. I still have hope in our people. I still have hope in our communities. I still have hope in our future. It kind of runs in the family at this point. And so does revolution. Oh, I'm sorry, change. In fact, over 50 years ago, our nation was going through a different sort of change, albeit with far less stakes. So, with some hope, let us continue this revolution together. The odds are that you've heard this by now, but I am going to confirm it today. Our National Reserve is at a point of no return. This is to no fault or lack of expertise and effort from the people who have worked tirelessly around the clock to solve our shortage. Nevertheless, we are here. And in 18 months, our National Reserve will fully deplete itself. This isn't a maybe. This isn't a possibility. This is a new way of life that is coming to us. This is a new way of life that is already here. October 1st, 2066. I am issuing an executive order to decriminalize Pierre consumption in any form, up to but not including full consumption. That is, the consumption until death. I want to be clear when I say this, so I am going to repeat this again. Effective at midnight tonight, I am lifting the prohibition of non-lethal Pierre consumption.
Full consumption, is that what you have?
That's what I have.
So, I urge Americans to think heavily with their loved ones about how to survive in this new reality. Think about who you could consume and who will consume you. Your friends, your family, your co-workers. Everyone you know is a part of this now, this new reality. Remember my promise to you. We will find better tools. But until that day, this is the American way. Flesh is currency. Spend it wisely.
And with that said, I am proud to serve as your newly appointed chief of the National Shortage Task Force. Congress has provided a bipartisan team of department chiefs and key elected officials and strategists to join me in solving this shortage crisis. Chief among them is the person standing behind me right now. This is our acting New York Chief Griot, Willow Kerubo Brown, a UEA alum who recently stepped in following the tragic loss of our former New York Chief Griot, Shaka Benjamin. Due to her outstanding work, I've chosen her as the new Griot Chief of our National Shortage Task Force. I know that listening to ourselves, to reason, and to our ancestors will solve this crisis. So, the work of the Department of Griot Intelligence will be instrumental in our fight for a better tomorrow.
No, this is not Moja 1.
Please explain.
Because in Moja 1, my replicant, my child, Shaka is still alive. What happened to Shaka?
Password accepted. Kerubo Deputy Griot Brown. You are now accessing the Griot database. All records from alternative worlds and timelines are restricted, available only to register Griot and approve predictive activity. Do you wish to proceed?
Don't get brainwashed by all this man-hating bullshit.
Three, 2, 1.
The White House.
I am issuing an executive order to decriminalize full consumption.
Why am I not there yet? Maybe you'll never be. What then?
All right. What's your numbers?
What happened to Shaka?